Welcome to Durbania. I'm Durbin, and I haven't done a special features review in a while, so I'm doing a special features review. Got a hold of Doctor Strange today and went through the special features, so I'm really excited to review some of those special features. Got the steel box, which is apparently a Best Buy only kind of thing, but I like the steel box. I was really happy that I got there and I found it, and then I got home and I was really sad because I did not read before I grabbed the movie off the shelf. I grabbed the 2D version. When this movie came out on the big screen, the most convenient time to see it was the 2D version, so that's what we saw instead of the 3D. So opening night, I saw it in 2D. Then later, I went to go see it with a friend. Again, the 3D was playing at weird times, so I only saw it in 2D. And then, I'm thinking, finally, when it comes out on Blu-ray, I am buying that Blu-ray in 3D, and I'm finally gonna see this movie in 3D and all that visual effects for what all its glory. And I bought the 2D. And then, of course, you know, in my anxiousness to get the plastic off, get the movie in, do this review and all that stuff, you take the plastic off, you can't return it. I suppose that is a really good philosophy, but I'm just so sad. I'm blocked at every turn from seeing this fantastic movie in 3D. Anyway, I was hoping with such an epic movie that it would be really cool special features, and I'm excited. So I took the, special features cover off because, I like these steel boxes alone. So, I mean, it's cool. Like, right in here is where you get your digital copy. My Blu-ray is still actually in the Blu-ray player, but it's just a normal little blue disc sitting here with your DVD behind it. So, I don't know. It's a really cool steel box. I really do like this, so that's a really cool way to go with it. And then, as we get into the bonus features here, there's a lot of really good ones, and I was hoping this movie with such great visual effects, such a good movie, would have a lot of great special features. So some of these special features here are these different little featurettes, which were A Strange Transformation, Strange Company, The Fabric of Reality, Across Time and Space, the score... Oh, haha. The Sorcerer Supreme. That took me a second to get it. The Sorcerer Supreme. Okay. So that's all about the musical score. Marvel Studio Phase 3 exclusive look. So these different little featurettes are actually really cool. So the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, all the way through the Sorcerer... The musical score one, like, those first 5 were, like, really cool. I think my favorite out of those featurettes was Strange Company, because we got to learn a little bit more about the cast, what attracted the cast to do this project, and then other cool things, like, they'd been in talks with Benedict Cumberbatch to play Doctor Strange, but then it didn't work out schedule-wise, because he was doing Hamlet on stage. But then as they were continued production of it, they realized there was really nobody else better for this part than Benedict Cumberbatch, so they went ahead and booked him and set everything back 6 months. Like, they just pushed the schedule back 6 months so that they could have Benedict Cumberbatch. Marvel, let me just say, good call. Good call. But I love stories like that, and it's stories like that that I want to get into special features for. So a lot of these featurettes where they go through and they show you the filming, they go through the score, which was really cool. Listen to the guy who composed it, talking about the type of music he picked, the instruments he picked, and things like that, and how he came up with themes for each place. I thought that was really cool. The story of Benedict Cumberbatch and them putting production on hold for 6 months just so they can make sure that they got Benedict Cumberbatch to play this role. I love stories like that, and these first 5 featurettes are really good behind the scenes look where you get to know the cast better, you get to know their thoughts and feelings on the Marvel Cinematic Universe better, their thoughts and feelings of this particular script better. You get a little bit more with the director, Scott Derrickson, which is, did I say his name right? I think I did. Scott Derrickson, who is a really cool dude, and it was really cool kind of hearing his thoughts and how much respect he had for the character and how excited he was to be chosen to direct this movie. And so lots of really cool things in those 5 featurettes. I think all of those featurettes are worth watching. Marvel Studio Phase 3 exclusive look. I mean, that was okay. It didn't feel like an exclusive look to me because I didn't feel like I saw any new footage. I Didn't feel like I saw anything I didn't already know was coming, but nonetheless, it was still cool because there's a good sizable chunk in there where it's all about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, so it was kind of cool to see a little bit of the behind-the-scenes look of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and to hear what they're saying and thinking about that. I don't feel like anything spoiled Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, so that was really cool. They talked a little bit about Black Panther. I don't think they had a lot of footage to show, though, so you know, little storyboard stills and things like that. So it was kind of cool to see some of the designs they had for Wakanda and kind of maybe what it's going to look like in the final product. So it was cool to see that. And then last but not least, they talk about Avengers Affinity Wars. I mean, they don't get into much detail about that one because I can only imagine they're not like super far into that right now, or at least they weren't when they put this Blu-ray together. But it was really kind of cool to see that Phase 3 exclusive look, just to get an idea of what some things are going to look like and stuff like that. But it didn't feel like super detailed about anything, but it was pretty cool. Then Team Thor Part 2. Now, if you've been watching this Team Thor stuff on YouTube, you got the idea of what that is. It's basically Thor in Australia with his roommate Daryl, and Thor's a really lousy roommate. You know, just doesn't really understand the culture of Earth and, like, you know, being a good roommate and paying rent and things like that. A lot of the stuff, though, that was on this Blu-ray was in that second video that hit YouTube. So I felt like I already saw a chunk of it because, you know, they've been posting these videos on YouTube. It was still funny, though. There was some new footage to it. It's just funny. I think it's just one of those things to remind you there's another Thor movie coming. Doctor Strange is going to be in that Thor movie. Oh yeah, and that exclusive look, got to see a little bit of that Planet Hulk look with Thor and Hulk in a stadium. But it wasn't like footage. It was kind of like one of those CGI run-throughs that they create so they know where to put the cameras when they get in there. But it was still kind of cool to see that. But anyway, so I think that's all that's there to do, is to promote and remind you there's a third Thor. It is pretty funny, but I didn't think it was as funny as the Team Thor stuff we've seen on YouTube. And then this movie actually did have some cool deleted scenes. Now, it worked fine in the film that they were cut, you know, whereas Lord of the Rings, it was awesome to see those scenes put back in. Made the movie so much better in the extended cuts to have those back in. I don't feel like we need an extended cut of Doctor Strange and those scenes put back in, but there are some pretty cool deleted scenes that it's like, wow, that could have been in the movie, and I would have thought that would have been pretty cool. I can understand why they cut it, though, you know, because it wasn't necessary, but some of the stuff was cool. So this is one of the few times I was watching the deleted scenes. I was like, oh, that's kind of worth it. That was kind of a cool little scene that they cut. Some cool things with the sorcerer bad guys and the ways they try to get in touch with Dormammu and things like that. So that was kind of cool. And the gag reel, I don't know. I feel like blooper reels and gag reels aren't what they used to be, where you just sat there busted up laughing out loud. I mean, they were pretty cool, you know, bloopers in the gag reel, but I don't know. Nothing really to bat one's eye at, but it was kind of interesting. So all in all, I think I'm going to give the special features on this an A-. I thought they were really fun special features. They were special features that gave you a look at what's to come. They were special features that just showed you the thoughts and feelings of people working on the film and give you some pretty cool behind-the-scenes stories and behind-the-scenes footage. So honestly, I kind of like these special features. I had a lot of fun with them. Did you get a hold of Doctor Strange on Blu-ray today? Have you checked out the special features? What are your thoughts on it? Make sure to let me know in the comments. While you're there, hit that subscribe button and become a Durbanian. And next to the subscribe button is that little bell. Click that, and then you're notified the moment I drop a new video. Got all kinds of cool stuff in the works, and there's lots of great videos I've done already of movie reviews, got my Durban experiences, going to New Zealand, experiencing Lord of the Rings sets and things like that. All kinds of great things that you can check out right now. So make sure you check out some of those videos. Become a Durbanian. I'm Durban. Thank you for checking out Durbania.